Hello, my name is Lynette and I am a career specialist here at the East Baton Rouge Parish Library Career Center. Today, I'd like to talk to you about how to properly use the telephone in your job search, specifically the etiquette, the do's and don'ts that will help you maintain a professional image in the eyes of your, hopefully, future employer. To begin with, let me share my screen so that you can see what I see. All right, let's get right into it. The first aspect of using the phone properly for the job search is your voicemail. When employers call you, you want to make sure that when they leave a message with you, you're not leaving a poor message for them, such as the one in this example. Yo, I'm too hungover to answer the phone, so leave a message and I might call you back. No hiring manager is going to be impressed or amused by that. So if you have a voicemail message that's a little bit more fun than it is professional, while you're on the job search, you probably want to change that. Change your voicemail to something that sounds a little bit less casual. Also, if you do not have a personalized voicemail, if your voicemail message is just the robot that says, you have reached 225. 555. No, you don't want that either. You want a personalized message that includes your name so that the hiring manager knows that they've contacted the right person. Something simple and clean like, my name is Lynette. I'm not able to come to the phone right now, but if you leave a message, I'll get back to you shortly. Thank you. Simple and easy. On a similar note, you want to make sure that you are actually listening to the voicemails that you receive and returning them promptly. When hiring managers try to get in touch with you by phone, if they want to do a phone interview or call you in for an in-person interview or ask for your references or follow up on something on your application, this is something that you need to take care of right away. If you don't get back to them promptly, they're just going to move on to the next name on their list. Don't let that happen. Something else you want to avoid is having a mailbox that's full where they can't leave you a message. This is a rookie mistake. You want to make sure that you're not missing out on opportunities. Make it easy for the hiring managers to communicate with you. Let's move on now to actually having a conversation on the phone with a potential hiring manager. You want to make sure that you sound enthusiastic. Your tone of voice is going to be almost the only thing that they can judge you on the phone when they can't see you. You want your tone of voice to convey enthusiasm, energy, excitement. Make them feel like you're not being hassled by their conversation, but that it's really something that you're interested in. If you are someplace that's noisy, where you really can't hold a phone conversation, don't answer the phone. If you're at a rock concert, that's not a good time to try to talk to somebody to schedule an interview. Let it go to voicemail and call them back as soon as you're in a quiet location. You want to make sure that you always answer your phone in a nice, professional sounding way. Saying hello is much better than saying, yeah. And you want to make sure that it's very easy for them to understand you on the phone. If they can't understand you, they're probably not going to hire you. So you want to speak clearly, loudly, and slowly. Finally, you want to make sure that you don't treat this like a casual conversation with friends. This is a professional contact, so you want to use proper grammar and just generally be a little bit more formal in your manner. Finally, I'd like to talk about the phone interview. The phone interview is often used as a screening interview, a first step before you're called in for an in-person interview. So a phone interview is a big step towards getting a job offer. You want to make sure you do it right. So you want to make sure that you're in a quiet place where you have good phone reception so that the person on the other end doesn't have to deal with static. And you want to make sure that you're not going to be disturbed. If you're trying to talk over barking dogs and crying babies and people interrupting you every 5 minutes, this is not going to be a good phone interview. You want to make sure that you don't have any of those disruptions or distractions. If you don't really have a place where you can do this, we have one. You can call the Career Center to set up an appointment, and we'll set aside a study room for you to do your phone interview. You want to make sure that you have your resume and your notes with you. Remember, on the phone, they can't see you, so this is an open book test. Make sure you have all your materials with you. Your resume, the success stories that you have from your career that you want to talk about, the way you plan to answer the most common questions, the research that you've done on this organization, the job posting itself so that you can talk specifically about the kinds of things that they're looking for that you have to offer. All of this will help you have a smoother phone interview. You want to speak clearly in a strong voice. Again, if they can't understand you, they won't hire you. And you want to smile. Why do you need to smile? They can't see you. That's true. They can hear you. And smiling while you're talking actually changes the pitch and timbre of your voice. Even if they're not consciously aware of it, they'll know the difference between someone who's smiling while they're having a conversation versus someone who's frowning while they're having a conversation. It just sounds different. So smile. Finally, what if they call at a bad time? If you're driving, if you're unprepared, if you don't have your notes with you, if you're about to head into something and can't really talk, do you need to drop everything and take in a phone interview on the spot at that moment? No, you don't. But you want to be careful about how you handle this. If you simply say, this is a bad time, can you all call me back later? They might not. But if you're proactive with it, if you say something like, oh, actually, this is a really bad time. I'm just about to head into a doctor's appointment. Could I call you back? What time could I call you back? Would 3 o'clock this afternoon work for you? Let me make sure I have your phone number and your name so that I can get in touch with you again. 3 o'clock this afternoon, it's a date. You want to, as much as possible, be proactive in setting a good time when you can contact them again. Because if you just leave it all up to them, they might just move on to the next name on their list. And you want to avoid that because you want to get the job, not that person. So this concludes our video for today. If you have any questions about any of this, please give us a call here at the Career Center. If you liked this, please hit like. And if you'd like to see more things from us, please hit subscribe. Thank you.